Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Gemstone Legends video. We've got a new hero in the portal here for just a little while longer, so I'm going to do my review and do some summons because this one looks pretty compelling to me. So we have Veles, I guess. Alright. Gains increased speed for 2 turns. 100% chance to inflict curse on all enemies for 3 turns. 100% chance to inflict silence on all enemies for 1 turn. Fantastic. Deals damage based on accuracy, which is the kind of build you would go with when you don't have a true chance for curse and silence. So all that is well synchronized. When he attacks with gemstones, an enemy affected by the curse status, or when he attacks an enemy affected by gemstones that has the curse status, he has 100% chance to inflict death status for 3 turns on the attacked enemy, and extends the number of turns of curse status on all enemies by 1. Awesome. Every 2 enemy deaths, he has a 100% chance to inflict death status for 3 turns on the enemy with the lowest HP. Every 2 enemy deaths. So that's not going to come up too often unless there's a bunch of reviving going on, but that can definitely keep some of the pressure on as you start to turn the tide in your favor. And so it's for 3 turns. I wonder if tomes, if we'll see that reduced to fewer than 3 turns. 1 would be maybe too strong, but pretty awesome. For every enemy affected by death status, he increases his accuracy by 15. So actually, let's just, before we dive in here, okay, mana gain's solid at 20. Let's go look at the lexicon real quick and just see what this goes up to. Normally I do that after, but I think I want to do it at the same point as this review. But I really expected to find him in the Dark Followers with that look that he has. Very Zarkon-like, but nope. He's with the Slavs. Alright, so let's check this out. Fully maxed. Gains increased speed for 4 turns, which goes up from 2. 100% chance to inflict curse on all enemies for 5 turns. Silence for 2. Damage goes up quite a bit to 4,000. Alright, that's awesome. This is the one I'm very curious about. So, when he attacks the gemstones, an enemy affected by curse, he has a 100% chance to inflict death for stayed at 3 turns. Okay. It extends the number of curse. Oh no, sorry. Death status for 2 turns. Okay, that's what I expected. I was looking at level 1 still. It extends the number by 2. Every 2 enemy deaths still, 100% chance to inflict death status for 2 turns on the enemy with the lowest HP. For every enemy affected by the death status, increases accuracy by 30, mana gain increased by 1. Okay, that's not the most amazing gain, but that's pretty good still. Let's see, we need 6 tomes there, 8 there, so that's on the medium high side of tomes. All right, let's jump in here and see what we can do. Maybe we'll start with some platinums. See if we can take the quick route, but yeah, that seems pretty cool to me. All right, I guess we might as well look at the epic too. That's featured, but we'll do a couple pulls first. Obviously the legendaries are more exciting, but okay, well here he is. I'm pretty sure that's him. Alright, 75% chance to inflict life leech for 2, mana leech for 2, attack based, ignores defense. For every dead enemy he gains 10% lifesteal, 5 mana when using a special ability once per wave. Grants himself invincible status. Wasn't seeming that great up until invincible status, so that is pretty cool. Alright, we'll use 5 platinums. And then go back to golds. Well, I haven't seen Gamal in a long time. As always, let me know what you guys think of this hero in the comments, or let other viewers know as well know what you think of this of this hero. feel like at this point I'm far from the most knowledgeable person about this game, so it's nice to hear from other people who are in different circles. All right, see how long this takes us. I think I'm just gonna go for up to one mercy today, since we didn't have luck with the platinums. All right. Usually like to do these on Saturday to give people a bit more time to react, but I'm coming in a little later on this one. Nope. I think I've asked this kind of thing before, but let me know if you're watching this. What are your top 5 favorite legendary heroes? Obviously, it's specific based on what area of the game you're talking about. Some are going to be better for guild wars or raid bosses or arena, but I'm just curious overall if you had to go from your gut instinct who your favorites are. If you really feel like it, let me know why, but I would be interested to see some lists. Obviously, it's good to prefer the heroes that you have instead of the ones that you don't have, but that's not always so easy. And as always, life would be so much easier if you could skip epics. I don't feel like getting an epic is that exciting unless you're super free to play and are doing very few summons, but even still, then you're just hoping you get a legendary and you're disappointed, so you really should be able to skip epics, I think. If you've been around long enough, you'll know that it didn't used to be that way. You used to be able to skip epics, and then they added them to the slower animation. So then you knew if you couldn't skip, boom, you got a legendary, which is pretty exciting. Maybe I'm the only one who feels that way, I don't know. But it can be nice when you know you're going to do some summons to be allowed to have some expediency. Bobby. I'm getting a feeling that when we hit legendary, whether it's Mercy or before, I kind of feel like it's going to be a Mercy system today, but that it is not going to be the featured hero, which will be a tough decision for me, but we'll see. Sometimes I end up doing some more pulls later. Anyone else wished that it counted your golds the entire time instead of just when you hit 200, so you can know how far away you are? That would be cool. Yep, I don't know. I'm not feeling it today. Okay, I'm wrong. And I'm right. T-bone. That is the first T-bone for me. A raid boss. Specialized hero, if I remember correctly. Vulnerability, decreased defense. Accuracy base, and no true chance. Alright, we'll go down to 400 since we hit a bit sooner than expected and see if we can get lucky again. It's funny that a few scrolls after I said I'm not feeling it, get lucky, but I was correct that it was not who I hoped it would be. Yeah, I forgot this is a faster way to do it. You just rapidly tap right over the summon button. You can skip as well. So what's the deal here? These heroes, you crack open a sealed scroll and then a hero emerges from it. Straight from the paper into the flesh. Never thought about that before. It's like, boom, you take the ends off, there's a scroll left, or the scroll like summons them with some sort of magic or something. Alright, we definitely got a guillotine. I don't know, we're gonna hit it in 18 more? I don't think so. Well, at least we got a new hero, that's always nice. Sometimes I enjoy just pulling when the blessing is active, so at least you get some choice. But you don't get the whole featured thing. No good. Alright, well, we'll go till our next delayed animation and then we'll call it. Probably gonna be an epic. Going a little past where I meant to, but alright, this will be the last one. But yeah, let me know if you had any luck. This hero does look good and is worth pulling. Though, you know, based on your roster and what colors you need and stuff, you may have a different criteria for that. So, tried our luck today, didn't quite have it. Let me know what you guys think of this new hero, and I would be curious to know what your top 5 heroes are in the game at this point, regardless of what part of the game it is. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in playing Gemstone Legends and you aren't already, you've got download links in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.